Okay, I haven't actually looked at at the teams, so I'm just now seeing the Lost Vikings. I do know who wins, but I'm gonna not to spoil it. Amateur, pro, potato, potato. Alright, so on the left side, for Team Ripers, we have... Oh, is my overlay messed up? No, okay. We have XXJP on the Tychus, Trek on the Trek on the Joanna, I don't know why I was saying Sonya. Aleph Neil on Orphea, Champ of Horde on Lost Vikings, and AIDS on Ana. And for the right side, for Phoenix Rising Esports, we have AoE Rules on Sonya, the Pie Maker on Diablo, Reb on Medivh, Aladdin on Lucio, and Breakwood on Sylvanas. Oh, Breakwood's in this game. Dang. She's really good. I'm expecting a lot. Alright, so we see a skirmish going off mid. In terms of talents, we see the Hold Your Ground for Joanna, going for that more Iron Skin build. Slam build for Sonya, the Might of the Banshee Queen for Sylvanas, so hoping for those long drawn out engagements. And just some skirmishes. Now there's going to be a rotating mid-bot for both teams. We see two of the Vikings are top. I believe that's normally what happens with the Vikings on this map. And Baylog is just playing really safely, grouping up the Vikings when the Sonya is in the lane against them. Tychus is getting Sonya kind of low, but Breakwood and Aladdin are going to take their siege camp. The Team Ripers are going to respond in turn, and Shrek scouts out that the camp is being taken. We have the Medivh. That's going to be fun. Nothing too special for the talents. Dema on Joanna is going to group up Diablo and Sylvanas. Sylvanas getting to run half health, but will be healed up by the Lucio. And Sonya is going to fight the Olaf for control of the first point. Oh my god, I didn't even notice. The Dragon Knight is going to go to the side of Team Ripers. It is a 2-minute Dragon Knight, not even, so it's not going to be that strong. But you should be able to put in some work. Maybe take out a turret. Level 4 is coming out for both teams. In the Rhythm for Tychus, going to want to stack that up. Life Leech for Diablo, so for the auto attack. Possession for Sylvanas. The quest for Lucio, although the passive is more important than the actual quest itself. The wall is taken. Meanwhile, in bot lane, Team Ripers are pushing as 4, while Olaf soaks tops, showing some very strong Viking play with the macro. And the Dragon Knight is going to time out now. Sonya is just trying to push onto the Olaf as much as she can. Went the slam build, so it's going to have that high damage output. Diablo's going to take the portal that Medivh puts down. It's going to overpower Orphea. Sylvanas ends up going down. And now the side of Phoenix Rising Esports has to go out. Olaf is going to go down to the Sonya, but Diablo is in a dangerous position now. Is going to try to take the portal, but goes down to the Tychus. So Medivh plus Diablo is really great because you can put the portal on your side and then put the other end of the portal on the enemy's backline. Then Diablo can take the portal and shadow charge someone from the enemy team into your team. But Tychus is also really good against Diablo. What with the percent health damage on one of the tankiest characters in the game. Not going for those triple sleep dart talents. We see spin to win for the Vikings, going for more of a... I think that's the usual Viking talent, but it is worth knowing that it gives a lot of wave clear. Sonya's gonna have taken her bruiser camp, but this siege is just gonna be so much work for the side of the Team Ripers. And they're gonna keep pushing, and keep in mind, because they have Vikings, they're soaking all lanes right now. They end up going to deny the camp. I don't think they'll be able to push that much of the camp, but they'll deny it. Does Diablo take this portal? Really dangerous. But he's gonna have taken the portal. And Team Ripers end up taking the camp. Now Diablo's getting low. Playmaker is gonna go down to Joanna? Yes, to Orphea. But they do go down. Joanna's getting low, is going to go down to Sylvanas, but Tychus is getting the rhythm stacks. And Sonya's just putting pressure on the top fort. The Dragon Knight is taken for Team Ripers again, and Sylvanas and Medivh go down. It is a Viking in the Dragon Knight? Yeah. Odin comes out for Tychus, and they're trying to keep sieging bot. You usually want to prioritize bot lane on this map because of all the merc camps that can go there. But this is kind of brutal. This is a Dragon. Okay, I thought they were just parking the Dragon Knight.
Listen and obey.
Brickwood gonna possess some minions. Medivh gonna portal himself. Protect himself with a barrier. And now the side of the Phoenix Rising Esports has trying to keep push. Keep in mind though that they're only able to soak 2 lanes at once because the side of Team Ripers is trying to, well, is successfully forcing their hand at sieging bot. Are they gonna do a lane swap here? Leap comes out from Sonya just to get away from the Tychus. And Reb is just going to get some vision, see what the enemies are doing. Or if you're gonna solo take a camp.
Listen and
Ooh,
obey.
possession on the catapult. Using the enemy's strength against them. Now it's looking not great for Phoenix Rising Esports because of the map state. I mean, 7 minutes in, you're down 2 forts, and half the bottom keep is missing. If they lose one team fight, then well, death times are kind of low, but it's possible they lose a fight in the bot lane, and the game could just be over. Now it looks like the 4-man Team Ripers is going to switch with the Vikings. No? Okay. I guess I'm a liar. He's setting up a gank? I mean, they have Medivh, so you can't really push gank.
It won't be long before the
And
shrines are ready
is
for
13 to 11. By the time Dragon Knight comes up, it'll be 13 to probably 12 and a half, if I had to guess. Are Phoenix Rising Esports going to fight for this? The entire team of... Oh, okay, yeah, oh, big ley line. Apocalypse on a bunch. With the leap. Eternal Feast comes out. Nano boost on the Orphea. She's gonna go down. When Diablo dies, Sonya is spinning to winning, but she's gonna die to the actual spin to win of the Vikings. And now, Olaf does go down, but it is not looking great for the side of Phoenix Rising Esports. They had a great engage, but they got split up because of the Eternal Feast. And the damage output from... They just weren't able to burst their targets, I guess, is the issue. Medivh has finished his quest by now. And now it's going to be another Dragon Knight for the side of Team Ripers. Now level 13 to 13, well 15 to 13, but 13 talents for the side of Phoenix Rising Esports. We'll see what they decide to do, or Ripers decide to do with the Dragon Knight. Looks like just push down mid while the rest of Ripers push bot. At level 13, we see the Healing Dart removes stuns from the target for Ana, so that stun chain with Diablo, and then the Apocalypse and the Leap is just not going to be as great as long as Ana's not the one being gone on. Yeah, Team Riper's showing is like why Vikings are such major contenders on this map.
You're mine.
They're just gonna force the siege. They have Odin up, so they could siege the bot tower. Bot keep.
That beast is not my beloved. Not anymore.
Okay, so the Ripers didn't get too much from that, just about half the middle keep and the middle wall. It was now level 16 and level 16. Yeah. We see the kind of chaos build for Orphea. There is another chaos talent at 13, but compared to the payoff of having a 2-second chomp cooldown that hits for a whole bunch of damage, grants maximum feast, and gives you a shield is too much. It's too much to pass up on. So this is usually the build that we see when they're not going full Shadow Waltz, which I believe hasn't been the play for quite some time now. Interestingly, we see Joanna go for Imposing Presence as opposed to their Iron Skin talent at 16. The Iron Skin talent, that one, I believe just gives movement speed whenever they take damage. Usually we see that paired with a level 1 talent, but Imposing Presence should be pretty good against Sylvanas, who wants to auto-attack a lot. Sylvanas going for the Shadow Dagger talent at 7. So going to be able to Shadow Dig him more often, and the attack range increased.
The shrines awaken once
Such
more.
a feeble
Who
mind.
will wield the Dragon Knight's ancient strength?
Tychus is just going to be grenading with the grenade talents at 1 and 16. They didn't go for the grenade talent at 7 because they wanted the armor for when they get stunned, which again versus Diablo and Sonya is going to be really good. But the grenade talents are going to be good poke. The ones they got. The only one they're missing out is the damage over time, which is mostly used to clear waves, but Tychus doesn't need to clear waves with the Vikings on their team.
Is yours.
He's going to be roaming, XSJP is going to be roaming with the 4-man for the entirety of the game, and Orphea, Joanna has enough wave clear on their own. Grab just giving really good vision. Level 16 to level 18. Blessed Shield comes out. Eternal Feast is gonna zone them out a bit. Big Leap plus Apocalypse. Lucio going to Sound Barrier. Ana's keeping Orphea alive. Orphea does end up going down. Leyline Seal again from Medivh because of that level 16 Temporal Flux. Joanna is getting low, and so is Ana. One of the Vikings goes down, that's Air. And Olaf goes down as well. So good fight for Team Phoenix Rising Esports. It's like they're going to deny the Dragon Knight now. Will they be able to take it? They have to make more engagements happen. We see the play again coming out from the Vikings. And suddenly he's going in on a few of them. The Condemn is going to stop her spinning. Whirlwind. And Leyline Seal comes out. Should be back up pretty soon because of the Temporal Flux. Looks like Breakwood's going to try to sneak the Dragon Knight. Is it going to... No. I don't know what happened there. They must have been able to stall it out. Now the Vikings are going to get the 2 altars, the 2 shrines, which is going to spell trouble for Phoenix Rising Esports. Hey, Miss Calypso, thanks for the follow. The issue now is that it's level 20 to level 17. So they XXJ Foss and Chabello 123454. Thanks for the follows, everyone. Appreciate it. Olaf's gonna go down. We see Double Siege coming out for Team Riper's bot lane. Blessed Shield into Eternal Feast. Big Eternal Feast! Medivh's going to Force of Will out. But that is Lucio going down. Medivh lives at just barely any health.
Hero slain.
Olaf is going down to the Sylvanas, who gets low. But now it is a Odin on the bot lane.
Team has destroyed
With a Dragon Knight coming on the way for Team Ripers. There's the healers down for Phoenix Rising Esports. It's not looking great. Medivh's getting low. Leap comes out. And the Wailing Arrow is going to silence some of them, but silence is going to end. And Sonya dies. Diablo goes down as well. And Leyline Seal. Medivh's gonna live at 60 health. But not much you can do at this point. Leyline Seal's down for another 60 seconds. Medivh's gonna die. Eternal Feast is gonna kill the Diablo plus the Sylvanas. So Diablo lives just a bit longer, but is just going to go down. And this was a Vikings game and a half. Really well done by the entire side of Team Ripers. Obviously, the MVP has to go to Champ of Horde. Just a great game. So before we move on to the next one, did the game. Okay, well, allow me to do something real quick. Update. We'll just go to overview. The next map is going to be Volskaya. I have no idea what Phoenix Rising Esports picked between map pick or first pick. But the next map is Volskaya Industries. Again, no idea. I know who wins. I have no idea who people are playing, because it didn't look that much. So let's see what happens. Okay. Here's the storm wasn't working for a second. Alright, for the left side, on Team Ripers, we have Red on Cassia, AoE rules on Sonya. Oh, they switch sides. Okay. Then allow me to... Do I have this right now? Yeah, okay.
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
Rev on Cassia, AoE rules on Sonya.
5,
Breakwood on Sylvanas, Eladine on Brightwing, and Piemaker on Joanna. And on the right side,
battle begins.
for the side of Team Ripers, we have Aleph Neniel on Zul'jin, Shrek on Muradin, AIDS on Deckard, Exik JP on Chromie, and the MVP of last game on the Vikings. Now on the Rexar, Champ of Horde. Champ of Horde evidently really likes the micro heroes. Now, it looks like it's going to be a situation that you'd expect, or people rotating mid-top with the solo laner's bot. Muradin does come in with a flank. Big Haraja cube out. Scroll Ceiling does miss the Cassia. In terms of builds, we see the Lightning Fury quest for Cassia at 1. Slam build for Sonya. Muradin went Perfect Storm, so I'm expecting Sledgehammer, but this is not the most useful on this map in terms of the damage against non-heroes. And Recklessness from Zul'jin. going for those faster stacks when they're below half health. And we just see teams clear. So camps are going to be taken by both teams, the fortification camp. Looks like the support camp is being taken right now by the side of... the swapping of sides. It's going to be a little confused. Phoenix Racing Esports. But Team Ripers are the ones that's going to be taking it. Rexar even comes up for the fight, making sure that they do get that support camp. It's going to be a big help. Decker's the one that takes the healing, so I'm going to put up their AIDS healing numbers even more. And just some clearing of the lanes, burdens, spraying on the ground, just trying to get some stacks up. Does go for the sledgehammer. Zul'jin went for the removing of slows and roots, which also lowers cooldown mana cost of regeneration. I'm assuming that's just for the cooldown mana cost of regeneration, because there's not any other slower route. And Sonya is, or Joanna is getting a bit low. I was giving my friend the other day crap for mixing up Joanna and Sonya so much. Sonya is going to take the point. And now the side, oh, Zul'jin's in the front line getting a little low. So that's Zul'jin Thrive's getting low. Oh, Breakwood living at 100 health. It looks like both teams are just prioritizing skirmishing in the top lane, making sure the other one doesn't get down to objective, although they both have their solo laners on the point. Arcs are going to clear bot lane while their team is getting extra points on the objective. And it looks like the side of Phoenix Rising Esports is going to give this objective. Makes sense. For the Skya, the Protector, I mean, it scales decently, I guess, but the first one is very weak, and even the later ones, it's only like the 4th Protector that's usually able to close out the game. Alright, Reb is getting low gets the phase shift off from the Braywing, but he's getting body blocked by the Rexar. So the side of Ripers is so low, Decker's keeping them alive. Sylvanas goes down, Rexar goes down. Now Braywing is split from their team. Horadric Cube is going to get some good slow off. The Sapphire for the Horadric Cube is going to increase that slow, and Braywing is going to go down. Oh my god, Zul'jin gets so low. 73 stacks, 5 minutes in, showing just how good that Recklessness talent really is. Especially if you have a healer that's able to keep you just on the edge of that 50 health. Team Ripers are going to go top lane with this Protector. And this is to prioritize the second objective. Oh! Oh yeah, because it timed out. I was so confused for a second, because they got in it very late. Oh, they got the gate, wall, and most of the turret. All 10s for Team Ripers. We got Tastingo, Zul'jin. Not going to see Lornados this game, unfortunately. Still on listen for the Deckard. Unleash the Boars for Rexar, and Tempora Loop for Chromie, going for that single target burst damage as opposed to the zone control from slowing sands. We see Team Ripers invading the enemy jungle. Recap, Unleash the Boars is going to get some people low, and Sonya is going to go down. Body blocks coming out onto the Merg, and Brightwing cleanses the Sylvanas. They are going to take down the Decker. They get the healing amplifier. Biotic emitter. Now Rexar is getting low. Big Valkyrie coming out. Zul'jin's low. And he's gonna pop the Tastingo. Sylvanas cleaning up. So Brightwing gets low, but overall Phoenix Rising Esports are able to wipe the side of Team Ripers. In terms of any camps, they have none. Any items, that is. Deployables? If you know what they're called, let me know in chat. But no fortification camp or biotic emitters. You see now, Phoenix Rising Esports are going to push down top lane. I wonder if they're going to push onto the fountain. They're not. Burden is going to jump in. Leap used by Sonya. AoE rule is going really aggro. Chromie's gonna stasis herself. Phase shift for Braywen coming out onto the Sonya. Chromie fountains. Shrek's getting low. Shrek goes down. AIDS gets a massive sleep off. And that's going to be that. So the side of Phoenix Rising Esports do take out the top fort fountain. It's going to give them a minor advantage going into the next fight. Oh, Rexar sidesteps the Valkyrie, but is going to go down here. Or are they? Iron Skin from Joanna is going to keep her alive, and Sonya is getting low. Rexar gets healed up by the Decker. Now Cassia gets a little low, stunned out. And when they're stunned, they lose out on that armor bonus. Joanna dies. Now Breakwood pushing top lane forward. And now Ripers are going to, looks like, trade out a few percentage points on the top lane fort with getting the bot lane fort. This is going to give them a big advantage on the third objective, and it's doubtful that Phoenix Rising Esports will be able to end off the push. Big advantage coming out from Team Riper is, and on top of that, they're also going to take both fortification camps. We see the time troubles, which is going to affect the armor for Chromie coming out at level 2. Not the Anderhall anomaly, so not going to see all of those time traps. Level 135 stacks for Zul'jin, not level 135, that'd be quite ridiculous. And Sonya's setting up a trap. Does see Decker, but is... Oh, they're going onto the Chromie, but they have to burst her down, otherwise she's just going to stasis, and the rest of the team is going to take her down. Alicia Boris is going to wake up everyone from the sleep, but Chromie goes down, Decker goes down, Sonya dies, Joanna's getting low, she dies, Brightwing dies to the Zul'jin, and it looks like Team Ripers are going to be able to clean this up. Stormbolt onto Cassie's gonna kill her while Rexar takes out the Sylvanas. Just big team wipes for both sides in this game. Murden gonna be able to take the camp pretty easily. Now Zul'jin's there to help, but with the sledgehammer at 4, that's not even a problem for Murden to solo the camp. 20 stacks of the Stormbolt. That's extra 100 damage. And Rex is just gonna clear bot lane. Looks like Phoenix Rising Esports are gonna head top. Trying to clear this wave and then take the objective. Sonya trying to catch out the Rexar, looks like. Oh, are they not going for objective? They decide they have to clear bot lane, looks like. Level 16's coming out for both sides now. Rampage for Sonya. increase base attack damage by 25%. And it's going to reduce cooldown of the spear. Brightwing's going to blink heal out. But they're getting very aggressive on the side of Team Ripers. Now, because they already took the top lane, the bot lane forward, they can just push down top lane with this. Oh, are they gonna push down mid for the fourth objective? Yeah. Meanwhile, Breakwood plus AoE rules were pushing bot, but they get zoned off by the rest of the team. Murden trying to get some sort of Stone Bolt pick off, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
Hear the Banshee Queen.
Misha's in the back line. It will be fine. Now, Chromie getting some good damage as the gunner. 23 seconds left on the Protector. Not sure if they'll be able to do much else with this. Leap from Sonya. Oh, Rexar with the play dead is going to dodge the Valkyrie. Sleep onto the Sonya, and it's going to set up for the temporal loop, which is going to end up killing her. Yeah, with the Rexar feigned death at 16, the Chromie Dacis at 13, I guess 11. They just have to burst. It feels like they have to burst someone down, but who do you burst down? You can't burst down Zul'jin because of the Tastingo, and you can't burst down Rexar and Chromie, so your only choices are Deckard and Muradin, and you're probably not going to be able to burst down the Muradin because of Avatar. So you have to get like a perfect pick off on Deckard. And even then, like, he has the 10 armor from being around so many allied heroes. Temporal loop upgrade for the side of Team Ripers, for Chromie specifically. Stuck in a loop, so basic ability is going to recharge even faster. And they're going to be looped twice. And now, Phoenix Rising Esports, they have to make something happen before the enemy team gets 20, and looks like it's going to be too late. Temporal Loop comes out, he's going to be down for 50 seconds. I had no idea the cooldown was so low. And level 20s come out. So, we see the Amani Resilience for Zul'jin, going to heal him up for all the damage he does while testing Goad. Muradin gets Rewind, the Blind and Silence on Deckard just to make whoever they sleep truly helpless. That Cassie is going to die. Testingo from Zul'jin, and they're going to live, even though they got mind control. Muradin jumps in, kills the Sylvanas. And this could just be game right here. We have 221 stacks 15 minutes in on the Zul'jin. Just putting out some amazing numbers. Pie-Maker is getting Temporal Loop twice. Doesn't have the Iron Skin. Is up in 3 seconds. Is not going to be enough. She dies. And it looks like that's just game. Unless Brightwing can pull off the comeback of the century all by themselves. No objective, no problem. It can end without it. GG, well played from Team Ripers. GG, that was pretty awesome. Just really good dismantling. It was a 2-0. And the Team Ripers, they played really well. I'm kind of sad I didn't get to cast that live, but I had a fun time casting it right now. I hope y'all had a fun time too. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, I'll see y'all some other time. Thanks and have a wonderful day.